Hi, class. Today we are going to go on a little adventure. We are going to travel a little bit. I know some of us went out of town during the winter break, and some of us stayed in town. So, to introduce this curriculum, I wanted to introduce you to a passport. A passport is a special book that we need when we travel internationally. That means that this book needs to be shown at the airport and we need to have it ready before we go. This is a very special book. Therefore, we cannot draw on this book. This book is not for us to read. This book stays with our grown-ups most of the time. So this book is called a passport. In our classroom, we're going to make a pretend passport, and this is what it'll look like. There's a cover that says My Passport with a picture of the Earth. That's the planet we live in. And then here, there's another picture of the map in a flat way. And there is personal information. That means that we're going to write your name, your birthday, the place of birth, your nationality, the date it was issued, and then we're going to sign it. And then on this special box, we're going to take a picture of you and we're going to place it there. So to write your nationality, we're just going to write the name of your classroom. And we are going to travel. When we travel, sometimes when we get to a different country, we have to speak a different language. And this travel is going to be to Mexico, one of our neighboring states. And we are going to work on the three words that we've been practicing in class. And that is the word hola to say hello, the word agua to say water, and vámonos, because I know after we wash our hands, that's the word that we use to go back into the classroom. And vámonos means let's go. And in our classroom, we actually set up the house corner, and my peer classmates, this is basically what the classroom would look like. There would be a map of the school and different pictures of different countries or different places that the class has actually traveled to. That's a way for me to be able to invite families into the classroom and for them to be able to participate. And this could be done in the house corner station. And I like that this picture provided a table. So that way we could actually also do a cooking station. I love doing a cooking station in my classroom. Therefore, we could integrate maybe a recipe from that country and have the children participate in the cooking activity. And then we could talk about measurement and we could introduce math concepts to that. And then we could taste a little something. So for example, this one that we traveled to Mexico, we could make conchas, which is traditional sweet bread that is round. Oh, I could find you a quick picture of pan conchas, hopefully, which is this delicious bread. And it's a little sweet. And I done this in my classroom before where we baked it and then the top of it is just sugar, and it's very fun because it becomes like Play-Doh and the kids can just mold it on the top. Um, but yeah, that's what we would do for this lesson plan. This lesson plan is very integrated into culture and travel. Therefore, also my assessment would also be having the kids work in pairs and also invite families to work with us. So for example, when the students are working in pairs, I would have them I would have the objects of the agua. I would have other objects and then have the kids talk about it and tell the concept and the items to each other. And then when I invite the families, I would send images of this and have the parents like ask during dinner time, what is this? And have the kids explain to their parents and then do a little cheat sheet where I would also add what it is. Sometimes kids don't really tell their parents like, oh, this is what I learned at school. So I would add a little something like, oh, this is agua and we're incorporating these concepts into the classroom. Um, Thank you, class. I mean, the age group for this is still early childhood education. It's still toddlers, 2.5. Therefore, that's why my classroom would be very looking like this with a lot of house corner. We would do a lot of our talking during circle time, just as a community. Um, and thank you, class, for taking the time to watch my video. Now I'm having technical difficulties of how to end the video. Thanks.